Speakers and the presiding officers, distinguished delegates, good morning. It's my distinct honor to welcome you to this magnificent auditorium for the second plenary session, which we really commenced yesterday. For today, we are going to have a presentation on the topic entitled The Relevance of Parliamentary Immunities, Powers and Privileges, Country Experiences. And it is unfortunate that for this particular presentation, we will have only the mover due to unavoidable circumstances. We will not be able to have the seconder of this paper. So, notwithstanding the absence of the seconder, I am sure the mover will provoke sufficient discussions, and that eventually members will be able to share experiences on this very important topic. And the chair for this session will be Uganda, and the Honorable Enos K. Asimwe will chair the session. Honorable Enos K. Asimwe is an economist and a politician, born in 1978 from Lyantonde district in central Uganda. Honorable Asimwe is a graduate of quantitative economics from Makerere University. He also has qualifications in accounting and finance and a certificate in insurance. Before joining active politics, he had garnered vast business and professional experience in finance and insurance. He has also worked for Total Uganda as an accountant, and with Ernst & Young, an audit firm, and later went on to ICEA Insurance as head of agency and a business plan. He joined politics in 2001 at the young age of 24, at the level of a coordinator and a mobilizer for the NRM party, the ruling party in Lyantonde district. From then on, he contributed greatly to the NRM party through promoting the NRM ideology of peace and prosperity to the youth at various levels across Uganda. He has also participated in NRM party strategic meetings and conferences which develop the manifesto and the agenda of the party across the country. He was elected Member of Parliament for Kabula County, Lyantonde district in 2021. He serves on the Committee of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, which is a sectoral committee, and the Committee on Climate Change, which is a standing committee. He is the current chairperson of the CPA Uganda branch. He led the high-profile delegation from Uganda to attend the CPA Africa Region Conference in Abuja, held recently. He is also the national coordinator for organizing committee for the Conference of Speakers and the Presiding Officers to be held in Kampala, Uganda in 2024. It is now my singular honor and a privilege to invite Honorable Asimwe to come forward, take his seat, and I invite the mover of this topic, Honorable Asimwe. You are most welcome.
as MPs, which we all know very well, specifically the oversight role, appropriation role, the legislation role. In doing all this, of course you are aware that we interface with so many executive agencies, ministries, departments, agencies. We interface with the judiciary and all other. To be independent.
That's the core aspect of our discussion in this session.
Of course, our expectation are the privileges. I believe the mover will also take us through that. And the source of these powers. We shall share what our constitutions, how our constitutions are structured, how our laws are structured in our different countries, which will help us understand and share experiences as a CPA family. But the core question to us, to ourselves, is how relevant are these powers?
Which happens to be here, the Tanzanian. The mover would be
an MP from Tanzania with a career in aircraft maintenance engineering, trained in Canada and Tanzania. He joined the Air Force in 1970. He has had vast experience in the political area. He has been a local government councillor. He has been a deputy mayor. He's a fourth-term member of parliament since 2005 until today. He's the CPA Tanzanian branch chairperson for the last 6 years. He's the chairperson of the Parliamentary and presiding officers for the last 10 years. He was the Minister of State, Vice President's Office, in charge of Union Affairs and the Environment. And he's the chairperson of Parliamentary Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs. Vast experiences and trainings. He has had experience and trainings in various sectors. He has done training in strategic studies at the Tanzanian National Defense College. He has had diplomatic studies at the Center for Foreign Relations in Tanzania. He has done training in diplomatic studies at the Egyptian Institute of Diplomatic Studies in Cairo. With all that, I'm privileged to request Honorable Musa
welcome him to the floor. Honorable Musa, without wasting a lot of time, because I want the delegates behind here, in front of us, sorry, to have enough time to discuss this topic with us. I want to hand over the floor to you to take us through the topic. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, moderator. Good morning to all. Right Honorable Donatile Mukabalisa, Speaker, Chairman of the Deputies, Parliament of Rwanda, Chairperson, Honorable Speakers, presiding officers, and all invited guests, good morning again. I take this privilege of representing my country to this document which I'm about to present to you. And I thank you again, moderator, for inviting me. We start with the introduction. Parliamentary privileges. The classic definition of parliamentary privilege is found in Erskine May's Treatise on Laws, Privileges, Proceedings, and Usage of Parliament. Parliamentary privilege is the sum of peculiar rights enjoyed by each House collectively and by members of the House individually, without which they could not discharge their functions and which exceed those possessed by other bodies or individuals. Thus, privilege, though part of the law of the land, is to a certain extent an exemption from general law.